My name is Avidon M. Respes, Director of Business Development with Briod's Mindset, Media, and Music. Right here, I have my friend Roman. We met on Instagram. You can check out one of the other videos where, we'll go into, the story and whatnot about like how we met. But for right now, I got the opportunity to sit down with him and speak to him about, his career, his background, and everything. Because when we met on social media, what really inspired me was how he told me that he is moving around the country, shooting music videos, connecting with a lot of different artists, and really getting them, to the next level of their platform and stuff. So, we're gonna sit down with Roman, ask some questions and really get to his backstory and to, his purpose in life. So, thank you, Roman. I appreciate you coming on here.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you.
Definitely.
Getting me on your show and whatever.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely. So, to start, let's hear your background story. Like, where'd you start from?
Well, I started just like in the LA area. That's where I was born, in Fontana, actually. And moved around a lot as a little kid, and I started getting into like the editing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was probably in like 5th or 6th grade.
Really?
And yeah, I started doing some just like some edits for my mom's class on Movie Maker, her 1st grade class.
Really?
And then from there, next year, in like 2010, I believe, I started doing like highlight reels because I knew how to use Windows Movie Maker. So I started doing these highlight reels for my football team, using some footage that my friend's dad shot. And then around that same time, maybe in 2011, I got a T2i Canon camera, and just really like fell in love with it, fell in love with everything that it could do. It was really one of the first cameras, like a DSLR, besides the 5D, that could shoot video, like HD video, and shoot photos. I didn't even realize this.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a new thing,
It was just like what I saw, a couple months, when I started really getting into like, okay, I want a camera. It was a few months after that one came out. So I got that camera, and then I was doing like short films, film contests, and then also I was taking a class in my high school, and just really kind of getting into the beautiful thing about it. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now if it weren't for those years where I was just having fun and like, just experimenting with telling stories and films and everything that I was doing. There was just no real pressure to like satisfy a client.
Really?
I was doing client work at the time, but the majority of my work was like for fun, because the rates were way higher. You could make a lot more money doing camera work 10 years ago.
Really?
Definitely.
Why do you feel that is?
Well, because now the same camera that I paid $1,000 for, you can now get for $80.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Do you think that the quality is the same though?
I mean, if you have talent, you have talent. Like, it's an even playing field.
Facts.
It's a lot, easier to get into the game now and like do whatever you want to do with the camera, but it's that easy for everybody else. So you got to have that talent or that work ethic or both to be able to like really compete.
Now, you said something about telling stories through the video. So I mean, I'm kind of assuming that the better you are at telling stories, the easier it is to get more jobs and to get clients and really enjoy the video making process.
That's like a really loaded question. I don't think that necessarily, if you don't know how to storytell through video, that you're gonna fail at trying to do video work.
Okay.
And doesn't make it more enjoyable. I don't know. Maybe.
I like that you said that, because a lot of people will stress the fact of, oh, you gotta tell a story.
A lot of people.
So I want you to keep it real.
A lot of people, maybe right now the market, the way everybody's trying to be independent, will tell you that you need to do that. But if you just love the lighting aspect or the angles aspect, you get to get into the industry and really just do that once you get to a higher level.
Definitely.
But I mean, you do have to. If that's the route you're going, unless you're going to a school in LA or New York and you can network and work for free for a professor who has a set, something like that, then you kind of do have to come up and like right now, in order for me to get my foot in the industry, what I have to do is spend a bunch of time on edits, and it's not like these crazy, you know, like Cole Bennett edits.
Yeah.
Like not copying Cole Bennett.
Yeah, that's cool. Cole Bennett is good. He produces a lot of great stuff. And, you know, shout out to Lyrical Lemonade and what they do, because, you know, I watch their stuff, and their stuff be lit. I'm not even gonna lie. But,
yeah.
For people, you know, like us that are, you know, not just trying to get into the industry, but also, you know, change the industry, it's important for us to not, you know, get stuck into what everybody says. You know, just like Roman said, like, yo, it's not just about storytelling. If you get the right angle, you have the right lighting.
Well, actually, sorry to cut you off.
My bad. Go ahead. Yeah.
It is about storytelling. At the end of the day,
Right.
when you create a piece of work,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of whether you were trying to tell a story, there's a story that is told. So, you know, it might be a well-constructed story, it might be a poorly constructed story, but how you perceive that story is all just up to the person watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That is true. Everybody gets their own, you know, perceptions from video.
definitely what I feel is my favorite part about making videos is just like the concept that you can make someone feel something
Right.
through telling the story.
That's fact.
So that's what I try to do, and I try to put that energy into my lighting, my angles, my movement, everything all goes into reaching that goal of telling the right story.
Right. So back to, you know, your story. It's 2010. You know, you're really taking your video editing and, you know, your video shooting seriously. What else has been going on?
Well,
Because I know, like, now you're traveling. So, like,
no, I'm not traveling at this time.
Okay.
I'm just in high school and working like locally. Around that time, I started getting involved. What year was that? 2010, 2011. Around that year, I started getting involved with like selling weed.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to my homie. I mean, shoot.
And so that kind of distracted me.
Right.
Even though I was actually making decent money, because like I said, the camera work back then was going for a lot higher.
Right.
And so I would just work a little bit and then do, you know, the stuff on the side, like the films and whatnot. But, you know, I just got really into weed. And just got, you know, basically it was kind of like an identity issue where I didn't want to be known as the camera guy anymore. I wanted to be known as like the big dog businessman, because really that's what it is. I mean, freelancing is business.
Yeah.
And I've always just been fascinated with the idea of doing good business. Like, you know, you benefit, I benefit.
Right.
If both parties don't benefit, there's no reason in us doing business.
Definitely.
So that kind of separated me from the camera game for, I'd say 4 to 5 years. And then what brought me back a little over a year ago, in 2017, was I started a social media marketing agency. And so I was putting packages together, and I wanted to include photos and videos, and in order to do that, I didn't want to pay somebody, so I just did it myself. And then from there, you know, I did that for a couple of months, and that was actually good money, but I was really just wrestling with clients because they didn't want to listen to my strategies because I'm 23. So that was really annoying. They wouldn't even look at numbers. If you're like older and you're running a business, you need to market on social media.
It's facts. You know, I actually have a class called Earn on Social Media where I stress how you need to use social media to, you know, just make an extra income, connect with more people.
Well, just the ads, like you can target specifically somebody who lives in this neighborhood, makes this much money, likes this, this, and this.
Right.
You can't do that with a newspaper ad or a TV ad or literally anything. And then you're spending like literally cents per qualified lead.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Definitely.
Use Facebook ads.
So we're gonna take a couple minutes, because while we're smoking this, I'm gonna get the ashtray and stuff. So we'll be right back.
I got this.
All right. Thank you guys for, you know, joining us for this next, you know, second segment of this interview. So, you know, we left off with, going through, his younger life, how he started, video editing, recording videos, and really starting to develop his creativity and his interest in his craft. So, now, right before we took this break, we left off with, how he started his social media agency. So, how was that going?
So I started that social media agency. And then what I did was I started looking for inspiration. So I was looking for other creators on YouTube to kind of see like what else is there out there. Because I was really questioning myself on, is this really what I want to do? Like be butting heads with people when I'm trying to do what's best for them. And just the corporate photo work stuff. It was just like really boring. I had no passion for it. So I started looking on YouTube. I found these guys. Just throw some of their names out there, like Peter McKinnon.
Yeah.
Or who else was that? Or like Jacob Owens. I don't know if you know who that is. Jacob Owens is a really awesome dude. But I got particularly inspired by these guys named YC Imaging and Creative Ryan.
Yeah. I think I heard of YC Imaging.
Yeah, they're both really dope. I mean, I've only met Creative Ryan, but he was the first person that I saw that I was looking at what he was doing and his mannerisms, and I was just like, I think I could do something like that.
Right.
And so from there I kind of just like ditched the whole marketing thing. I still had kept on like a couple clients with really light work. I just said I'm gonna do music videos, and so I started offering out free work. A lot of people turned me down for free work.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people. Like I probably, like, realistically, I started out messaging like I don't know, 30 to 60 people a day, probably on average.
30, 60 people a day?
Yes, bro. And now
people are saying no.
Oh yeah, not many people are saying yeah. A couple of people say yeah, and then a couple of people like shoot a video, and then they're like, nah, I don't want it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. That's the worst. Like that's the worst.
But it happened like immediately, and it was something that a lot of people kind of procrastinate into hitting that rejection, and so like you build up, you get this false sense in your head like you're doing good, and then when you get rejected, you're like, oh man, I'm shit. Like, you might be shit.
Right. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to get better. I'm still getting better. Like, I got a long ass way to go. I plan on doing this art form, film art form for the rest of my life. Okay. So, yeah, I'm very early in my stages. So a failure right now ain't shit. Right.
Definitely. You gotta fail forward. I say that to a lot of my clients because they get discouraged from their failures, and it's like, look, you didn't really fail. You know, as long as you learn something from it and you develop and you keep moving, something's gonna happen.
I agree with you, bro, but you kind of have to acknowledge that you failed so that you don't do it again.
True, definitely. You gotta acknowledge that. Come to a realization. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's next for you?
Next, so I just teamed up with a little production team, and so I'm currently trying to shoot a higher level, higher quality of music videos. So like 6K and 8K videos is really what I'm trying to shoot. Wow. So if you're trying to shoot a video and you want it to be the best quality for the lowest price, you need to hit me up now before my price goes up, because I'm taking a little piece of the pie so we can make a fire video.
Definitely.
Worth this much for this much.
Right.
And the whole team's ready to go, so let's get it done.
Definitely. And final question. You started with the Canon T2i.
Yeah.
What other type of equipment do you use? If you don't mind?
Okay, so I just want to throw out there that people ask me all the time, like, do you prefer this equipment or this equipment? And I'm like, I want to answer them, but in reality, I know that they're just asking that so they know what to buy.
Right.
And it might not be for you, like what it works for me. But I really love using, for music videos, for my steady shots, I really love using a glide cam. Okay. I'm starting to work with, right now my current 6K setup is too heavy to really throw on a glide cam, so I've been working it on a gimbal, on a Ronin. It's a pain in the ass.
Really?
But for 6K we do it, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
But I really prefer to use a glide cam, and then I'll shoot lower budget videos on my Canon M50.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an adapter on it. I use a Sigma 1835 on that. Primarily, sometimes I switch it out with a 50mm 1.4. Sometimes, like for my close-up shaky shakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Shoulder up. Yeah, man. If you're making music videos, just mix. Just like you got to go with the beat.
Right.
Movement is like super important. I'm realizing now more than ever. It's always what I've been passionate about is the movement and the framing. Is how I think in terms of. But yeah, super important.
You plan on making any tutorials? Because those are huge on
I have a couple tutorials out.
Do you?
Basic ones like how to make a music video.
Okay.
A couple one masking tutorial.
Yeah.
How to make people's body parts come off. Fly at the camera. Yeah.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah, and I have definitely a different style of tutorials and just I just try to be myself as much as possible.
What's your favorite? Handheld? I know you like the Steadicam or gimbal. Which one of those?
No, gimbal is not even anywhere near on the list, bro. Handheld,
really?
the Steadicam, glide cam.
Those are your favorite? Like ways to shoot?
Fuck.
Go ahead, yeah.
Fuck a gimbal, bro.
Yeah, like nah?
Nah, I'm not with it.
Word.
With it. I would rather put that thing on a big ass glide cam. They need a glide cam HD 6000.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So share with everybody where they can find you. Instagram.
Yeah. So Instagram, Roman wasn't built in a day. Hit me up. I answer all my messages. So if you need help, like regarding anything, you need to talk, I got you.
Definitely. Wait, is that for YouTube too, or?
Oh, on YouTube it's directed by Roman, directed X Roman. But you can just go ahead, scroll through my Instagram, give my YouTube link a click, and shoot me a message. Tell me you saw this video.
I'll drop the links and stuff. How far are you going to travel to do a video for somebody?
Oh, I'm willing to travel anywhere, man. Like I've driven a couple weeks ago I drove from Florida to Chicago for like a couple $100.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, bro. Actually, I left Florida, right, and I had just a little bit of money for a motel room.
Really?
But my tire popped. So I had to throw that money on the tire. I had no money, like half a tank of gas. I pull into the gas station for my 1,200 mile drive. I swipe my card, bro, it gets declined. I go in there, I put $5 on the pump, like not a worry in the world, bro. I'm like, you know what? Like God got me, bro. Like I just realized, like God got me, bro. And so I pull in, I put my $5 on the tank, I pull off, I like call my dad just to like check in with him. And then I asked him if he would throw me some money for a motel because I'm trying to get to Chicago to shoot this video for an artist who is really dope. And it's on my channel. I posted 2 videos ago. Go check it out. Mike Notes, All Night, super fire R&B artist. Females, go check that out. But yeah, so for my 1,200 mile drive, I threw $5 on the tank. I called my dad, asked him for some money. He's like, yeah, I got you. Hang up the phone. 30 seconds later, he texts me back, yo, that money's already in your account. Right after my car got declined.
Wow.
I checked, bro. The money, like I spent the money. It was a couple weeks ago, but there's no history of the transaction at all. I messaged people like, did you send me money? I had no like deposits, no payments coming in, nothing. The money is just like there. So I take that for whatever the fuck you want to take that for. I don't know.
Hey, glory to God, that's all I'll say. Shoot, because I'll take it. Definitely.
Take it, bro. So I just understand that like what I'm doing right now is a lot bigger than me. I have the opportunity to help out a lot of people through like setting an example and through actually, activating people's careers. Because you guys, the people watching this and supporting me and supporting Avi, that's like what you guys make happen. So it's not for us to take on like whatever pride we get. Oh, this many people are watching our videos. Like it's not for me. It's for you.
Definitely. Well, I thank you, Roman, for coming out and inviting me here, and keep doing what you're doing. Great success to you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Definitely. Stay soon.
just like, okay. And then that night, bro, after I went to the show that I was shooting him at, I didn't realize like it was God talking to me, or think it was God talking to me, but I just got this feeling like, yo, this is bigger than me. Because the first people that went up to this open mic, like, sung their heart out, bro. Like, they made some music.
Are you serious?
Yeah, some real music, bro. And I was just like, whoa, like taken back, like, yo, we need a video now.
Right.
Like, these guys will blow up, like, internationally. But that's when I just realized, I was like, yo, this shit is way bigger than me. Because he kept looking at me while he's performing. He's like, yo, like, help me, basically.
Yeah.
But, like, I know what I got. Like, they got talent, bro. These two guys. And anyways, I don't even remember their names, to be honest. But I just got this feeling like, yo, this is so much bigger than you.